Hey everyone, I'm back with another video, and this time I wanted to share with you a flower that I was working on. It's a felt flower, and as you can see it's really loopy and it's got these points in it, and it's really actually very easy to make. It looks a lot more complicated than it is, but I wanted to quickly walk through with you how I put this flower together. Okay, so what I did is I started off with some felt. These are just those felt sheets that you can pick up at any craft store. They're about 12 by 9 inches. And you're just going to cut off a strip from the long side. It's up to you how wide you want it to be. The wider it is, the larger your flower will end up being. I ended up cutting a strip about 2 inches wide. So this is about 2 by 12. Alright, so you simply just take a strip here. Then all you're going to do is you're just going to fold your strip in half, okay, and taking a pair of sharp scissors, I use these specifically for fabric, you're just going to go through and create little snips. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is just cut it at an angle here, okay, and then I'm just going to make my snips. And it is entirely up to you how wide you want these to be, how far down you want them to be, and you just work your way down. Okay, and just again keep going, creating these little snips all the way down the length of your fabric. Okay, so that you'll end up with something like this. Okay, once you get it done, it'll end up looking like this. You're then just going to fold it in half, and you can either, and this one's a little wider, this was one of the first ones I made, and you can either glue this, which is fine. I personally don't like glue because one, I make a big mess, and two, I find that a lot of the glue tends to be a little bit too hard, and it stiffens up the fabric, so I personally like to sew it, but that's only a personal preference. So once you get your piece fold it in half and you're ready to go, you're just simply going to start rolling. So this is just a rolled flower, and as you roll it will start to form the petals. You see how it's doing that. And the cool thing is if you go straight, if you make your snips instead of at an angle like I did here, but if you go straight on the snips, they'll be a little bit more looped, whereas this one gives you the points. If you go with the angled cuts, you'll get the points on the tips of your flowers. Alright, so I'm just going to keep rolling this up here just to give you an idea of how it looks. And just go around. Now, as you can see, it's not a really wide flower. Again, if you add it, you could make another strip and just attach it to this, and then you could basically have double the size of the flower that you have now. But you end up with this really cool flower that you could then, well, what I do is I then take some thread and I use this clear nylon thread, but you could use really any thread. It just happened to be the one that was on my desk, but you could use anything. And you just simply, if you're going to sew it, you just simply go through. I did it as I went along, so as I rolled it I would add a few stitches and then continue to go around it, kind of going along the edges, you know, kind of putting my needle through here, putting my needle through here, so it would catch a few layers, but I didn't have to go straight through to go through everything. And I would just kind of work my way around as I was forming the flower. And then, yeah, so then once you're done, you get this really cool flower, which you could use at, you know, on a barrette, some sort of a clip for your hair. You could make it as a pin, attach it to a purse or a bag or something like that. I mean, really, the possibilities are endless, and you could end up putting it on a gift. This would be really cool as a bow on a gift. So anyway, just wanted to share with you. Hope you guys like it. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Hope you give it a try, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.